Good morning, everybody. Today is April 20th, 2022. It's about 39 degrees outside today. And as you can see, it is sunny and not a cloud in sight. I think it's supposed to hit mid-50s today here in Pennsylvania. And nice day for a hike. Still getting over the storms. We had a little bit of rain yesterday, which we saw in the video, and most of it, though, is from the previous days. So, area's still draining out, but everything is starting to come alive here with spring hitting in. Leaves aren't out yet, but you can kind of see their little buds coming up, and some of the trees, like this one right here, has its leaves on, or at least its baby leaves. So, everything should be sprouting up pretty soon as winter passes us and spring takes its full embrace. Yeah, you never know what is possible and impossible. You know, I was watching a video the other day from Elon Musk. Elon Musk is interesting. I mean, I like him. I disagree with some of the stuff he's done, but I kind of get why he's done it. I think he's even said that too. Like, big fan of electric cars. Obviously, I don't think people realize that lithium is actually more scarce than oil, which is what he's replacing. But of course, his argument was that, which I do agree with, was that the auto industry is going to do everything they could to postpone going to electric. There were, obviously hydrogen fuel cells came pretty close, but they have their own issues, especially in cold climate. So at least by doing this, he's kind of spurring the development. But anyway, that being said, this was, I think he was actually talking on SpaceX, and anyone asked him, over the next 100 years, like, what would be impossible? And he had a lot of difficulty answering that question. And I get that, I read a really interesting book, I think it was last year, called The Singularity is Near. And while I think some of the claims in that book were a little bit far-fetching, it did point out something pretty clear, which is technology is ever increasing, and not an increasing rate, but a geometrically increasing rate. In that innovation is accelerating. It's getting faster and faster and faster, and our world that we see is changing like that as well. And what we take for granted today probably will be very different from, gosh, even 5 or 10 years from now. I mean, if you think, gosh, 20 years ago, I had a pager. Cell phones were still pretty archaic. And now we have something as powerful, more powerful than my old laptops in the palm of our hand. We actually have electric cars on the road, not just electric cars, but cars that can pretty much drive themselves. They're not perfect yet, but they're getting closer and closer. And so much innovation out there. It's hard to say what really is impossible, isn't it? Actually, I read an interesting quote from Goddard, the father of American rocketry. And he was asked on this subject, and he says, it's hard to say what's impossible, because what was impossible yesterday is the hope of today and the reality of tomorrow. And that, what we just can't even fathom being doable today, becomes more and more a possibility as we learn new things, about science and even ourselves and whatnot too. So, or is that James Bond movie title goes, never say never. So anyway, I think it's a positive outlook if you look at it the right way, Hope is important. Anyway, Gonna head out for a nice little hike this morning. Beautiful day. We have a couple videos coming out this weekend, so I hope you enjoy them. If you do enjoy videos like this, please click like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel. We really do appreciate it. And we hope to see you in future videos. So until then, get out there, make your own great outdoor adventures, and as always, take care.